What if I told you there's a place where millionaires drink milk tea brewed in pantyhose, skyscrapers block the sun from 2-square-meter apartments, and ancient philosophy decides where fast food chains place their cash registers? This is Hong Kong, a city so surreal it'll shatter your idea of how a modern society can function. In just over 400 square miles, it compresses more paradoxes than some entire countries. Luxury meets limitation, glamour meets grit, and tradition. It's not just preserved, it's weaponized. This is not just a city, it's a pressure cooker of humanity, ambition, and survival. Let's dive into the 15 most mind-bending facts about Hong Kong. And trust me, number 1 might leave you questioning reality. With over 8,000 high-rises, Hong Kong has more skyscrapers than New York City and Tokyo combined. But here's the twist. Many of those towering buildings aren't signs of prosperity. They're signs of necessity. Land is so limited that people have learned to build up, not out. The city has literally turned vertical living into an art form. And yet, while some penthouses are sold for over $50 million, others hide a darker truth. Imagine paying rent for a space smaller than your bathroom. In Hong Kong, Coffin apartments are real, some as small as 2 square meters. Barely enough for a bed, a shelf, and a fan. Tens of thousands live like this, often separated by just thin plywood. Why? Because property prices are among the highest on Earth, even more expensive than Manhattan or central London. And while the skyline glitters with luxury, life on the ground can feel like a daily test of endurance. Could you live like this? Despite the extreme living conditions for many, 1 in every 14 residents in Hong Kong is a millionaire. That's the highest density of wealth anywhere in the world. It's a millionaire-making machine, driven by low taxes, just 15% income tax, no capital gains tax, and a fast-paced economic environment that rewards obsession. But with great wealth comes even greater stress. Work weeks of 80 hours are not a myth, they're a reality for many. In Hong Kong, success doesn't sleep, literally. The women here aren't just stylish, they're independent, fiercely ambitious, and often out-earning their male counterparts. In a society that blends Eastern values with Western capitalism, Hong Kong women have redefined gender roles. High expectations, high education, high standards. Dating here isn't for the faint of heart. One local joke goes, "To impress a Hong Kong woman, don't show her your heart, show her your portfolio." Could you keep up? You might think feng shui is just decorative fluff. In Hong Kong, it's serious business. Literally, McDonald's changes store layouts based on feng shui recommendations. Skyscrapers are designed with cutout holes to let dragons fly through. Yes, dragons. And it's not just superstition. Some executives consult feng shui masters before signing contracts or making hiring decisions. Would you trust ancient energy flow over modern data? Before it was torn down in 1993, Kowloon walled city was home to over 30,000 people in just 2.6 hectares. That's a population density 20 times higher than New York City. With no real government oversight, it became a lawless maze run by triads, filled with illegal clinics, factories, and homes, stacked like a Tetris game gone rogue. And yet, people called it home. Today, the site is a tranquil park, a stark reminder that even chaos can be erased or hidden. In a city where some struggle to breathe in tiny apartments, others buy diamond rings worth over $10 million without blinking. Hong Kong is the world's largest gold and jewelry export center. Despite having zero mine, it's not about resources. It's about value, status, and obsession. Walk into any upscale mall and you'll feel like you've entered a museum where everything's for sale, if you dare ask the price. There's no chill in Hong Kong, with work hours stretching to 80 per week and pressure baked into the culture. The hustle isn't optional, it's the norm. Even school kids are drilled for performance. Stress, success, survival. The holy trinity of modern Hong Kong life. And despite it all, people endure, and many thrive. Is it inspiring or terrifying? Want a taste of identity? Order a Hong Kong-style milk tea, brewed in a cloth that resembles a silk stocking. It's more than a drink, it's a cultural ritual. Strong, bitter, creamy. A paradox in a cup. Locals claim it keeps them sharp through long shifts and late nights. Some say it's better than coffee. Would you trade your latte for a silk-filtered tradition? If you think you've seen shopping malls, think again. Hong Kong turns consumption into culture. From luxury boutiques with armored doors to night markets selling everything from knockoff watches to fried octopus, this city doesn't sleep, it shops. Locals call it a retail battlefield. And tourists? They get lost for hours in mega complexes like Harbor City, where you can drop thousands of dollars or just sip bubble tea and people watch. Shopping isn't a chore here, it's an identity. Yes, there's a Disneyland in Hong Kong, but this one doesn't just serve churros and turkey leg, it serves dim sum shaped like Mickey Mouse. Think shrimp dumplings with ears and smiling pork bun. It's where East meets West in the cutest way possible, and somehow it works. Only in Hong Kong could you find a fusion of cartoon magic and culinary tradition on the same plate. Ever notice that many buildings in Hong Kong skip the number 4? That's because in Cantonese, the word for 4 sounds like death. So you'll often find elevators going from floor 3 straight to 5, or buildings without a 4th, 14th, or 24th floor. This isn't just for tradition's sake. Real estate value drops if the wrong number shows up. Here, numerology meets economics in ways that would baffle Western markets. Can you imagine Wall Street investors avoiding stock symbols because of bad luck? Surprisingly, 40% of Hong Kong's territory is protected nature parks. That's right. In the shadow of one of the world's most densely populated cities, you can hike lush green trails, spot monkeys, and overlook untouched beaches. It's a city of steel and concrete, but also birdsong and bamboo. The duality is stunning. A 30-minute train ride can take you from a suit-clad boardroom to a forest filled with waterfalls. It's like the city itself has a split personality, and both sides are worth knowing. There are over 50,000 security cameras across Hong Kong. That's one for every 150 residents. With rising political tension and influence from mainland China, digital monitoring has become the new norm. Protests, once a defining symbol of Hong Kong's freedom, are now met with surveillance and silence. Freedom to speak comes with a price. And while the skyline still shines bright, many wonder, what's the cost of that glow? Here's something rare: a world-class public healthcare system that's cheap and efficient. Despite the chaos and speed of life, if you get sick in Hong Kong, you're in good hands, without emptying your bank account. It's one of the reasons life expectancy here exceeds 85 years. That's higher than the US, the UK, and most of Europe. In a city that never stops, at least the doctors know how to keep you going. You might wonder, with sky-high rent, endless work hours, and constant stress, why do people stay? The answer lies somewhere between opportunity and obsession. Hong Kong rewards those who can take the heat, literally and figuratively. It's a place where ambition becomes survival, and survival becomes identity. The food is unforgettable. The energy is addicting. The paradox is magnetic. If you've made it this far, it means one thing: you're the kind of person who doesn't settle for surface-level knowledge. So here vai desafio. Subscribe to MindSparks and continue exploring the strangest, most fascinating corners of our planet with us. We dig deep, ask the weird questions, and always bring you something that'll make you say, "I had no idea." Let's keep expanding your mind, one video at a time. Hong Kong shouldn't exist. At least not like this. It's a capitalist beast, operating within a communist framework, a place where ancient beliefs decide billion-dollar deals, where chaos once ruled a city block, and now silence does, where 80-hour workweeks somehow lead to 85-year lifespans. This isn't just a city, it's a contradiction that works. Barely, brilliantly, brutally. So would you survive Hong Kong? Would you choose to live in a city where space is a luxury, tradition is law, and the future is both dazzling and uncertain? Or would you crumble under the pressure? Tell us in the comments. What part of Hong Kong shocked you the most? Thanks for diving into this urban jungle with us. If your mind was blown even once, hit that like button and share this video with someone who thinks New York is intense. There's a whole world of extremes out there, and we're just getting started. Subscribe to MindSparks, and let's keep turning curiosity into connection, because sometimes the strangest places reveal the deepest truths.